Yes, people, I hope you are doing well. Now, this video is extremely important, and it's going to be to do with networking, right? So how to network when you are first starting out. Now, if you want to get into a free group straight away, I'm just going to plug my Discord and my Telegram. There's a load of good guys in there, which you can all network with. So make sure you go join that. And also for the money side of things as well. But let's get straight into this video. How to network when you're just starting out. I get a lot of these questions. People not knowing what to network, maybe they don't provide much value, etc. And this is going to be about how to do that when you are first starting and you don't have much to your name, right? Cool. So let me move this. The art of networking. There's a few things that I want to touch on in this video. Number one is the pedestal mentality. Number two is giving value first. Number three is managing your ego. And number four is you must respect yourself. So there is three things you need to work on first before you try and network with people who are a higher value of you. There's a couple of things. One is your conversation skills. So if you're this shy, awkward kid who has absolutely no idea how to talk to people, then you need to work on that first. And I'm going to give you a couple of pointers on how you can actually work on that later on in the video. So you need to work on your conversational skills. If you have no conversational skills, it's going to be very difficult for you to network, especially when you don't have much value to provide. So just note that one down before we move on. Number two is value you can offer someone / connections. So you want to have some level of value, and it could literally be anything. So I've put / connections here for a reason. You know, you want to have some level of value before trying to take off other people. And the reason for that is if you don't have anything to you, people are going to see absolutely no reason to actually want to start a conversation with you, right? Or, you know, invest their time into. So when you can actually offer someone value for free, which we're going to get onto in this video as well, then it automatically puts you on a similar playing field, right? Especially when someone doesn't know you. Because if you've got something going on and they've got something going on, which you can both look at and be like, right, he's doing his thing, then you're on an even playing field, right? And it could literally be as simple as connections. And what I mean by this is if, for example, I knew someone who was a multi-millionaire and he needed a connection to a company who can take his business to the next level or whatever it might be, I put them in contact. That's a connection made by me, right? So that's another way you can network. It doesn't always have to be your value. It can be your value as a friend as well. So it can be, you know, putting people in contact with everyone. So another one is your fitness. You need to look in shape. Now, I was a fat fuck about a year ago. Probably, yeah, a year ago today, almost. I started with my fitness. I lost about 25 kg. And I've noticed a huge difference in the way people actually treat me now that I'm actually in shape, right? And I'm not some super chiseled guy, right? But I'm in shape. I box, I go to the gym. And it makes people respect you a certain level because when people see you and they see like you're in shape, you're obviously a hard worker, right? And being in shape takes a long time to master. So it's very respectable. It's like, why is getting a six pack good? It's because it's hard, right? If it was easy, it wouldn't be good. No one would see it as good. So your fitness is definitely important. Just for first impressions, really. Of course, if you're a multi-millionaire fat guy who's wearing a big gold chain, £200,000 watch, then you're good, right? But we're not at that level yet, so we have to work for it. When you work on these things, you'll be seen as more respectable and someone who is worth listening to. Most people are not willing to do these things and just want to ask for handouts, so you don't want to be that guy, right? Places to network. So where can you network? Where are the best places? Now, in England, it's a little bit harder, right? You know, you want to go to the posh areas of town. You don't want to be networking in silly clubs filled up with kids. You want to go to the posh areas of town, even if it's full of older people. You're going to be respectable for going in that place, dressed nice, going there, right? So it can be bars, it can be restaurants, hotels is a good one, shisha lounges is a very good one. Now, this is more if you're abroad, maybe in Thailand or in Bali. Shisha lounges are sick for networking. When I was in Bali for 7 months, that's literally where we network, right? In shisha lounges. But in the UK, shisha lounges is not the best because unless you're in London, you don't really have any high class ones. It's just like little shit ones around the corner. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the UK, I would definitely say high class bars, restaurants. Just go to that area in your city, and or wherever is near you. And yeah, they're going to be the best places to network. Online communities with other like-minded guys. So this is where I first started networking. You know, I'm from Southampton in the UK. There's not really too much here, right? There's not too much here. And it was just me in my room. Obviously, I have my friends from outside, but they weren't trying to make money. They're not currently making 100k a month, so I had to be the one to do it, right? It was just me in my room, not knowing what to do in my life, not knowing how to make money, and I would literally just join. I think I joined HU at the start, Hustlers University, right? And I joined a bunch of other groups from that. Just started talking to people, seeing what people were doing. Even if you are on the same level and you're not doing much with your life, either of you, at least you can have those type of discussions, and this is going to set you up massively for when it actually comes to networking when you're out, right? So this is probably the starting point. I would say get into some online communities, get into some online groups, and just start having those conversations. The person that you're speaking to doesn't need to know anything. Just start having money conversations, because that's also something that's going to take your mind to another level and try and get you out of the system, right? Because that's what everyone else around you is going to be doing. Another one, we've got expat hotspots like Bangkok and Bali. Now, if you're currently making money online or you're not currently making money online, then, you know, if you're currently making money online and you're making about 3k a month, I would honestly say go to one of these places. Go to Bangkok or go to Bali. They've got the most amount of entrepreneurs in Bali, loads in Bangkok as well. Rich people as well, like proper rich people who are going to be chilling in all the places that you're going to be chilling in. So Bali is probably one of the best places I've ever been to for networking, without a doubt. Even better than Dubai, I would say, because it's a lot smaller. You know, the places in Bali are very small. The places where people go to, there's a few like main places, right? So it's very easy, and you're constantly, you know, chilling with millionaires, etc. Bangkok is also another really good one. Shitload of people going over there to work. You can always get ideas. So if you're making at least 3k a month, I would say, you know, one of these two is perfect, right? You can spend about $1,000 a month, accommodation included, in either one of these places. Bali, it won't be as good because Bali's, you know, the nice places are quite expensive, but Bangkok you can get, you know, you can literally get anything for that price. Cool. So this is the first point. Destroying the pedestal mentality. You never want to put any other person on a pedestal when networking. You don't know what help you could give another guy and how valuable you could be to someone, even if it's just through a connection. So I've seen it so many times where people are trying to network with other people and they're automatically putting the other person on a pedestal. Like they're so much better, so much greater than what they are. And just like that, you have lowered your value to that person, right? You cannot be amazed about what they're doing. You cannot be shocked, like, oh my God, you make 100k a month, no way. You can't do that. You have to act as though it's normal, right? So don't put anyone on this pedestal, first of all, because it's going to turn them off straight away. It's the same with girls, right? If you put a girl on a pedestal, it's going to turn them off. Simple as that. But when networking as well, if you put them on a pedestal, it's going to turn them off. They're going to be like, no, you know, they're just going to see you as low value. They'll probably be nice, but they'll see you as low value. And it's just not what you should be doing. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what value you're going to be able to bring to that person. If you've literally got a few friends who can give you value, maybe they're in different professions, right? They have knowledge on something. That's connection value right there. So you never know where your connections and where your value is going to come in handy, even to someone who is way up here. Remain at a level playing field at all times, even if that person might be richer or more successful than you, because there is always something that you can give. And there's always some value that even a multimillionaire has or doesn't have that you might have. Like, even if it's the smallest piece of knowledge, you know, you never know what you could be able to offer someone. You can ask questions about them, but don't seem amazed at what they're doing. So I just spoke about this. Act as if it's normal. So whatever they're making, whatever business they're doing, don't act amazed, because that makes you go from here to here very, very quickly. Just act like it's normal, right? Just be like, oh, right, that's decent. How's it going for you? All good? Ask them how they're doing with it. Don't just be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Can you get me involved? No. Cool. How's it going? Is that good? Is that good? You know, just like asking stupid questions like, no, you don't want to do that. You can talk normally about them. If someone was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, sick, bro. How long you been doing that for? How's it going for you? Is it all going good? Just literally just normal conversation. Do not act amazed. And I've had people do this to me before, and it's just like, come on, bro. Come on. So my next point is giving value first. So I've networked with guys making over $1 million a month for the single fact that I provided value to them without asking anything in return. So I've been in touch with some really big guys in the business that I'm doing. And the reason I did that is because I made free Loom videos showing them how to fix a part of the business. I was like, yeah, bro, I can help you with that. I made these videos without them asking. Then we jumped on a call, and now we're cool, right? Now we're friends. So, you know, even though they're making 10 times as much as me, I was still able to give a little bit of value from my business, which has massively helped them in their business. So it's just one of those things. And that's just because, you know, at first I think they were trying to sell me, to be honest. They were trying to sell me on their program. And I started asking them questions. So I flipped it. I was like, yeah, bro, how's your agency going? What are some of the things you're struggling with at the moment? So you can flip it like that. So when you do this, the other person will feel obligated to give something back and form a relationship in the most natural way. Now, this is called reciprocity, right? It's where you give, don't expect back, but that person is then going to feel obliged to give back. So it's just one of those things where if you put it into play, reciprocity, just always think, never feel ashamed for giving out free value. Like, oh, I took so long to learn this. You don't know what giving that out is going to do for you, right? Like, who cares if someone else knows the value that you know? You know, it's not going to affect your business. Unless, if it affects your business, then fair enough, but it's probably not going to. And all it's going to do is give you a better possibility of being able to network with some sick people, right? You know, even me personally, I experience way too many takers, and it's very rare that someone is actually going to give me something first without expecting anything in return. And every time that does happen, I either hire them for a full-time job, or I just get on a call with them because they're just sound, right? They're doing it because they know about this technique. And although it is a technique, even when I know the technique, I still appreciate someone doing that, going, putting the time in, not knowing 100% whether they're going to get something back from me, but you can appreciate the efforts, right? And that's what someone is going to think when you're doing that to them. So next one I want to go through is managing your ego. When networking, it's important to not have your ego way too high or way too low. The reason you don't want to have it way too high is because you still want to be able to learn. So if you have your ego up here and you've met someone who can give you some value, but your ego is very, very high, how are you going to learn from them? You're not going to be able to learn from that person, right? Because you're so closed-minded and so not arrogant, but thinking that your way is correct, that you're going to be unwilling to learn. And that's what high ego does. That's what I have to work on myself sometimes. So, you know, you want to lower your ego in the best situations. In a situation where you can learn a lot, you need to lower your ego. And also, you don't want it to be too low, right? Because if it's too low, this could affect how other people look at you. If you don't have any ego, you don't care about yourself, you don't whatever, people are going to be like, oh, he doesn't even respect himself, you know? So you have to really learn how to balance your ego. Not too high, not too low. You just want to be able to learn, just be in that sweet spot right in between, where you can learn, but also have a lot of self-respect for yourself. So That's the next one, respecting yourself. It's important to know that what you bring to the table is worth a lot of value to people. Now, when you know that for a fact, when you know that what you bring to the table is valuable, your confidence level is going to go massively up. Now, if you're at that level now or not, where you know what you have is valuable, if you're not at that level, you need to get to that level, right? Or you need to change your mindset. You either need to change your mindset or get to that level where you're like, right, what I have here is genuinely valuable. And that's going to just give you a massive confidence boost when actually talking to people, because you know that you bring something to the table. You know you're worth a lot, right? And that's why it's really important to build yourself up in, you want to build yourself up in the best way, because not just so other people see you, but so you know that yourself, and it grows your confidence, right? You might be one of those type of people who can be deluded, and delusion is sometimes a good thing. Like, I wish that sometimes I could just know just have the mindset of a multi-billionaire, right? But I don't. I need to work to that point to actually get that mindset. Certain people are, narcissists, so they can think like that without actually being at that place, right? So yeah, people see how much you value yourself and hold a high level of respect for yourself. Having your own opinions is very important as well. You never want to just be agreeing with someone because they're like, bro, does this guy actually have any personality at all? Where the fuck is this guy's personality, right? You want to be, just stay true to yourself. That's the main thing. Stay true to yourself. Whether it's to do with politics, whether it's not even a business conversation, you're talking about politics, right? Stay true to yourself. Say what you believe. Now, you can talk in a good way, where if you know someone is going to massively disagree with you on something, that you can sort of like swerve it. That's literally just with practice. But stay true to yourself. Have opposing opinions, because it makes you more interesting as a guy, and it also leads to more conversation, right? Not just always agreeing. Oh, you think that too? Yes. Oh, what do you think? Yes, I agree. It's boring. You need to have your own personality, have your own opinions, and that is going to massively improve your networking game. So that's it. I hope that helped. And if you're looking to make some money online, so that's it. I hope that helped. If you want to join the network, join the links in the description. And if you want to get started with OFM, which is OnlyFans Management, which is what I do, then you can also join the links in the description. And there is a free course down there, so just make sure you go get it. You don't need to put your email, your phone number in. Literally just go to the Discord, watch the free course, and start making your business. But yeah, that is it for now, and you have a good day.